Good morning. It is a beautiful morning. It is in the 50s right now. It's chilly. There's a nice breeze. The sun is shining. It just feels so good outside. And I'm going to take you around my gardens. It's mid-September now and show you what's looking good and what's maybe fading away. Some things are definitely fading away and it's definitely beginning to look a lot more like fall, but there's still some really beautiful things blooming. So let's take a little walk through my gardens. It's so breezy today and just feels so good outside. And the sun is definitely hitting differently now. I have more sun at this time of the day than I used to. So we're gonna contend with a little bit of extra sun this morning, but that's okay. It feels so good, it's so warm. But things are definitely still looking really pretty. I really love this section of my garden right now over here in my Obelisk bed. I'm sorry about the external noise with the trash truck and all of that going on behind me. I didn't beat them this morning. This dahlia down here is my Melina Fleur dahlia, and it just keeps going and going and going. I can't believe how prolific it has been blooming. It's so pretty. And it definitely changes colors. Like right now it's a pretty pink, but I guess it was just last week, the blooms were almost like a yellow. So can't figure that out. This is so pretty and it's right behind this crepe myrtle. My crepe myrtle is past its peak, but still putting out some blooms. You can see right there. And I just am really enjoying how full this side is right now. You can see my sunflowers are done. I am getting some little tiny baby ones starting to bloom up there. That's so cute. These were the Pro Cut White Light. I thought I was planting Pro Cut Gold Light, but they ended up being the White Lights. So I'm just kind of letting them dry on there and see if I can get any sunflower seeds, if the birds and things have not eaten them yet. And this Mystic Spires Blue Salvia is so full, although my Zinnias have kind of overtaken them a little bit. These are the Lilliput Zinnias, and they've gotten almost taller than the Salvia. I had to stop filming for a minute because that trash truck was so loud. I was showing you my Zinnias. This is the Lilliput variety, and they are starting to get some powdery mildew, you can see. So I'm not sure how much longer these are going to look good and last in here, but I have really been enjoying just how full they look, and they're just gently kind of falling over my boxwood hedge, actually covering it up at this point. Just looking so pretty. And I have a jalapeno tucked back in there that is definitely ripe and ready for picking. Lots of jalapenos. And then these are the Benary's giant zinnias, which also are getting some powdery mildew. But the flowers are still looking pretty. Love those really big giant flower heads that these put off. Like a salmony color back there. So pretty. And I have some baby pumpkins kind of taking over the bed. An anemone, this is the Fall in Love Sweetly anemone. I have another one on the other side that they're not blooming yet. I think maybe they just don't get enough sun here, but they will eventually. I am gonna move these anemones to a different location. More mystic spires, Salvia. And my purple basil is finally taking off. It took forever for this to actually take off. But I think that this would be really pretty if I planted more of this next year throughout this bed, just for that pretty red color. You can see the bees are they just go nuts over the salvia all day long. So just really enjoying this right now. And when the sun hits it the right way and I come back here, my breath is almost just taken away at how pretty everything looks. Just that like glow, almost that late summer, early fall glow. So, so pretty. Love this time of year. I have another HS State Dahlia about to open up. There's one that's been a spent bloom there, but I'm getting some more buds on this. Actually, there's one there, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 about to open. Love the dark foliage and how it stands out against my boxwood and my hydrangea, Limelight Prime hydrangea, putting on that lovely kind of antique-y rosy pink color. So pretty. And I have a phlox down here that is covered in powdery mildew, but it is putting on a couple of flowers. It's looking pretty rough though. And some more patches of zinnias. I really kind of lucked out with the zinnias because they did take forever to actually get to a point where they were blooming because of all the rabbit pressure I had this year. But now they're just offering this really pretty late season color, and these are still looking good. They have a little bit of powdery mildew right down there, but I really appreciate that pop of color they add late in the season. You can see my black-eyed Susans have been done, and I'm really debating on whether or not I should cut them back or leave them. I know that they're good food for the birds, but I really don't enjoy looking at them like that. And I don't want them to spread. I'm trying to keep them kind of in control because they can spread so much and so quickly, and I'm gonna have to already dig some of them out next year. Some caramel heuchera looking great. More jalapenos, and I really love this elephant ear. That pop of purpley red that it gives right in the middle of this border, I think is so pretty. And of course my purple pillar rose of Sharon are still putting out some really pretty flowers, and actually they're kind of closed right now because it's chilly and they're in the shade, but they start to open up as the day goes on. So they're not blooming as prolifically as they were, but they still are putting out plenty of flowers and will continue to flower really all through the fall until the frost, our first frost. You'll see flowers on them. I love how the sun is hitting right now. So pretty. Show you my raspberry ripple zinnias. These have just not skipped a beat, and I really don't see much. I don't know if I see any powdery mildew on these, which is just amazing. I put the seed in the ground, I guess late May, early June maybe, and they just keep going and going. Don't have any disease issues. For whatever reason, the rabbits left these alone. I don't know why. So I will be continuing to add those in my borders for sure. Mystic Illusion Dahlia still putting out blooms. One of my favorite combinations is this heuchera with the dahlia and the lamb's ear. This is the Helen Bonstein lamb's ear. There's a fresh bloom opening up. And this little lime hydrangea. Just love all of that together in the lamb's ear. I'm so excited that I found that the Helen Bonstein this year and added that, and I'm planning to add that throughout the border, throughout my other borders. So pretty. I love the pop of pink that the raspberry ripple puts out right here too, with the orange and the dark foliage. Oh, it's so pretty. And oh my gosh, these are so prolifically blooming. It's gorgeous. Another elephant ear, heuchera, and these zinnias are huge. I don't know, I didn't expect them to get this big, but they're probably almost 5 feet tall. I think that these are the State Fair mix, I believe. Super pretty, but definitely might need to think about the placement of these next year. Yeah, they are kind of hiding my David Howard Dahlia back here, which has not had a chance to bloom yet. I think it's just being crowded out and not getting enough sun from all of the things around it. And I wanted to show you my wee white hydrangea that I had cut back in maybe late June. Look how beautifully it bloomed out again. For whatever reason, that's the only one that did really well though. This one has been kind of munched on by the rabbits. And this one is putting out a couple of blooms. But that one is looking super, super pretty right now. So lots of beautiful fall color. Really pretty time of year. Bring you over here quick to show you my denim and lace Russian sage, which is one of my favorite plants. If you want color from like late spring, early summer, all the way till fall, definitely put in one of these plants. Super, super pretty. I'm gonna walk you down past my green giants and go down over here to the shadier part of our yard and just show you how beautiful my impatiens are looking right now. I've said before how beautiful my impatiens are down here. I just cannot get over how well they've done all season long. I just put 2 trays in here and they just filled in so beautifully. Have not had any disease issues. They haven't been eaten by the rabbits. They just have done so great. Definitely check out Impatiens and Sun Patience if you want a flower that just does not give you problems with disease. The rabbits have left alone my Sun Patience as well, and just continue to look great all through fall. They're so pretty. My Annabelle hydrangeas are still looking so nice. I think because they're in the shade and they're kind of protected by the big trees, the big river birch trees. They just haven't gotten like brown and crispy, and they have not flopped over a ton, protected from the rain. Super, super pretty. And these Impatiens just have filled in this bare dirt so well while I am working to add more perennials to this border. That's my ultimate goal. But until then, they are a great filler. My hostas are still looking really nice down here. Another great plant for interest and color in the fall. All season long, really. Autumn Brilliance Fern still looking really nice. My Wildberry Heuchera seem to be growing and filling out a little bit. It's good to see. And I just repeated my hostas over here. My serviceberry, Autumn Brilliance serviceberry, has lost. It was getting a bunch of yellow leaves, which were kind of concerning me. You can see some right here. And a lot of those seem to have fallen off. So I'm not sure what's going on with this tree. Hopefully it's okay, but I don't know. So looking back down towards my main border, I love how you can see the denim and lace Russian sage just kind of popping out right there. Really great plant. All right, let's walk over here and I'll show you what's going on this direction. Take a little walk in through the side gate. My Zinnia patch is still going strong and looking beautiful. These don't seem to have quite as much powdery mildew as the other side. Look how big this flower head is. Wow, that is so gorgeous. That is Benary's Giant. I think because this patch gets a little more sun than on my other borders. Really, my other borders are kind of part shade, part sun because of the Rose of Sharon towering over all of those plants. But my goodness, these are so gorgeous. I'm just so happy with how they turned out after all my struggles with trying to get them to grow from the rabbits eating them and taking my seedlings. It was definitely worth the wait. You can see that my Autumn Joy sedum is starting to pink up and put on some color. These are the propagated stem cuttings that I put in the ground a few weeks ago. They're definitely liking their spot and doing well. And coming across from my zinnia bed right here is where I have my blue ageratum. Still doing really well and being completely left alone by the rabbits. Thank goodness. Really love this plant. This is another one that I will add in my gardens for the future. And these are my Sweet Talker viburnum. I'm really excited to see the fall show that they put on. They are supposed to get this really pretty kind of reddish purple foliage in the fall. So we'll see if that happens. So things are looking really pretty. The grass is starting to get a little more green. We've had quite a bit of rain lately, which we were in a drought. I think in one of my last tours I showed you my super brown and crispy grass, or it might have been in some pictures that I posted, which, by the way, thank you for your patience with my camera and tech issues. I just ordered a new phone today, and today I'm borrowing my 16-year-old son's phone, so you know, he's super happy about that, but I have to do what I have to do to get out some videos. So thank you for just being patient with me with all of that, and I hope to be on a more regular posting schedule soon. Thank you so much for joining me for a walk through my garden this morning. I really appreciate it. This will probably be my last weekly garden tour for this season. Things just aren't changing quickly anymore as we move into fall and into winter, and I'll definitely update you as the fall progresses and throughout the winter with how things are looking. But I hope to just kind of bring you some different content that's not all weekly walkthroughs. I hope that you'll join me for that, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day, guys. Bye.